The day started like any other, coffee in hand, skimming the headlines, until Sunny Hostin's name popped up. But this wasn't about her sharp takes on The View. This time the spotlight was on her husband, Dr. Emmanuel Manny Hostin, and it wasn't good news. The orthopedic surgeon and his practice, Host Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, are facing serious allegations, insurance fraud, kickbacks, and being tied to a massive RICO lawsuit. And get this, there are 180 defendants involved. That's not just a court case, that's a full-blown saga.
I agree with mostly everything that's been said. I mean, we know that, only about 31% of Americans trust our healthcare system. We have a terrible healthcare system. And, doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance and then has to sue health insurance companies to get paid for the work that he's been trained his whole life to do.
Before we dive into this drama, don't forget to like and subscribe so you stay updated on all the latest Hollywood news. Now, let's break down the RICO Act for those who aren't familiar with legal terms. The Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act was created to take down organized crime. Think mobsters, gangsters, and all their shady business. But this time, it's not the mafia under the microscope. It's doctors, surgeons, and medical practices. The courtroom drama shifts from Goodfellas to Grey's Anatomy, with a side of fraud. The lawsuit claims Dr. Hostin and others were involved in a scheme to exploit the healthcare system. They allegedly took kickbacks for performing unnecessary surgeries and billed insurance companies for services that might not have even been provided, while money quietly changed hands behind the scenes like a high-stakes poker game.
I've been waiting my whole life for this one. Orthopedic surgeon and husband for The View host, Sunny Hostin, has been named in a federal lawsuit alleging insurance fraud. She got on television. She run these women. Tell me why her husband is named in a lawsuit in insurance fraud. And I'm gonna show you exhibit. Let me say exhibit B. Can you show this to the jury? Roll it, Nick.
Doctors suffer because of big corporations as well. Doctors that want to do good, like my husband, operates on someone even though they don't have insurance. What? And they're talking about threatening him with insurance fraud. I would say you could get about 20 years in prison, so that's a death sentence for him.
Here's where it gets interesting. The lawsuit claims Dr. Hostin received kickbacks for recommending or performing surgeries, especially arthroscopic surgeries. These procedures, which use a camera to look inside joints, are at the center of the accusations. Normally, arthroscopy is a safe, minimally invasive procedure. But the lawsuit suggests some of these surgeries weren't actually needed. So, the big question is, were these patients' knees and shoulders really in that bad shape, or was someone just after a quick payday? If true, this shows a level of corruption in the system that's more dramatic than a soap opera. Imagine patients trusting their surgeon, only to later realize they were used for financial gain. It's a betrayal that stings on a whole new level.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy this sin, not join them! Bring balance to the force, not leave it in darkness!
On the other side of the courtroom is the American Transit Insurance Company, the plaintiff in this case. They specialize in insuring taxi drivers and transportation workers and claim they've been defrauded out of millions. The company says it was billed for surgeries that either weren't necessary or didn't happen at all. It's like paying for a steak and getting tofu instead. But let's not forget, insurance companies aren't exactly known for their spotless reputation. They've been criticized for denying claims, underpaying doctors, and finding ways to avoid paying out. So, is this just the pot calling the kettle black, or is American Transit truly trying to expose a huge healthcare scam?
Organization cases ever filed in New York. Emmanuel was accused of federal insurance fraud and, quote, getting kickbacks by performing surgery and billing a company that insured taxi companies and Uber and Lyft.
Dr. Hostin's lawyer, Daniel Thwaites, came out swinging with a strong statement, calling the lawsuit a meritless attempt by ADCT to recover losses. He described the case as a desperate move by a nearly bankrupt company trying to drag innocent people into a legal mess. Their defense seems to focus on painting ADCT as the villain. After all, what better way to shift attention than to expose the flaws of the accuser? It's a classic he who lives in a glass house argument, and it's sure to keep things interesting while Dr. Hostin fights these legal battles. As for Sunny Hostin, she stayed completely silent. Known for speaking out on The View, she's been unusually quiet on this issue. Why the silence? Is she backing her husband, distancing herself, or just waiting for advice from her lawyers? Fans are speculating. Some think she's trying to protect her reputation, while others wonder if she's staying quiet to avoid being targeted herself. Either way, her silence is speaking volumes. This case isn't just about Dr. Hostin. He's one of 180 defendants named in the lawsuit, which also includes other doctors, medical practices, and even hospitals. If these claims are true, this could be one of the biggest medical fraud cases in recent history. The lawsuit suggests a network of people exploiting loopholes in the healthcare system, making millions at the expense of patients and insurance companies. It's like a heist, but instead of robbing banks, the target was insurance premiums. At its core, this case is about more than just one doctor. It's about a system where profit might be taking priority over patient care. When that happens, trust in healthcare erodes and patients are left wondering if their doctor's advice is driven by genuine care or financial gain. It's also a wake-up call for insurance companies. If ADCT is using this lawsuit to cover up their own financial issues, they're only making things worse. Right now, the case is still unfolding. Dr. Hostin hasn't been found guilty, and the allegations are just that, allegations. But the court drama is sure to be intense, with both sides likely pulling out all the stops. For now, we can only wait and watch, trying to separate the facts from the fiction. This case has already shed light on some uncomfortable truths about the healthcare and insurance industries. So, there you have it, a story packed with scandal, drama, and enough twists to keep everyone guessing. Whether you're Team ADCT or Team Hostin, one thing's for sure, this saga is far from over. As the twists keep coming, we'll be here, popcorn in hand, watching it all unfold. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.